The night started with her screaming at me in the kitchen, accusing me of flirting with her best friend. She was waving her arms, voice cracking, and I just stood there, numb, because I knew the truth was so much worse than anything she could imagine. I wasn't sleeping with her best friend, I was sleeping with her brother. The guilt was acid in my veins, but the anger in her eyes made it almost feel justified, like maybe I wanted her to hurt too. When I finally blurted it out, her face froze, mouth open like she'd just been slapped. I thought she'd start crying or throw something, but instead, she just started laughing. Not a normal laugh, a wild, ugly, relief-filled cackle. She wiped her eyes and said, "I slept with your brother last month." I felt the ground shift under me. We stared at each other, the silence thick with everything we hadn't said, all the lines we'd both crossed. That laugh stuck with me as we sat across from each other, two traitors with matching secrets. All the fights about loyalty, the dramatic promises, suddenly seemed like a bad joke. It wasn't about the sex, never was, not really. It was about getting even, about holding something over the other person, about not being the one left alone in the dark. I realized, in that moment, that we'd both been keeping score, and now it was a twisted kind of tie. I should have felt angry, but mostly I felt empty. The whole relationship, every fight and every makeup, had been about trying to win a war neither of us understood. We were tangled in each other's lives, each other's families, but I couldn't remember the last time I actually trusted her, or myself. When she finally asked what we were supposed to do now, I just shrugged. I didn't have an answer, and for the first time, I wasn't sure I even wanted one.